I was sitting on you. I was sitting.
Get off my floor.
You come here. You come here.
Don't fall.
Get off me.
Oh, I used to hold you just like this.
Off me. My nose.
Oh.
Let me get up.
Let her hug you, Isaiah. Let her hug you. You be trying to, all right, don't fall.
Get on the floor. I'm sitting on you. Whenever you're on the floor, I'm trying to ask why I get mad. Because you just did that.
Hey guys, so we are making a burger.
What about the buns?
We'll figure out the buns in a minute. But we're about to make burgers for the first time in the air fryer. And we're going to put them on here. I put the aluminum foil right here on top of the tray that's on the bottom. So I'm just going to spread the olive oil out a little bit, put the burgers on, season them. And we're also going to put a couple of slices of bacon because Isaiah wants bacon. So we're going to put a couple of slices of bacon on there. Season the patties and then put it in the air fryer, and I'll show you for how long. The seasoning that we're using is the McCormick sea salt, black pepper, and garlic, and the Saison. And we got these real big, nice size burgers from the Restaurant Depot, and they come out a really nice size, and I'll show you how we cook them up. So Isaiah has gotten the bacon on, and we're just going to lightly season the burger patties. And then flip the burger patties over so that they're seasoned on both sides. Make sure not to touch the raw part of your hands to the bottom. And then we slide the tray back in, close the door, set it to air fry. You could do broil if you want or bake if you want, but we're going to do air fry. And we're going to turn the preset to beef. And it's at 28 minutes, but I'm going to change this to 22 minutes at 430 degrees, and we'll hit start. And it's going to preheat and start cooking in a second. So we're down to 15 minutes, and I just pulled out the tray, and I'm just going to flip it over. And the bacon I'm not going to flip. Get that before it runs on the tray, because we're not trying to have no mess to clean up. I'll flip this one. And as you can see, it's still a little raw there and a little bit there. Get that off of there. And the bacon's almost ready, so we're going to put this back in. And it starts automatically on its own, starts back up. So I waited a good 3 more minutes, and the bacon's ready. I took it out. See, it goes really good. It stays stretched out on the aluminum foil. So this is one way you can do bacon if you want. if you don't mind the grease. If you do mind the grease, you put it up there in the basket so the grease drips off. But I just flipped this patty over, and this has just a little bit of redness, a little bit of blood leaking out of the juice. So we're gonna flip it over and let it go for just a few more minutes, and we'll be done. Probably let it go about 3 more minutes. So now they are ready, and Isaiah's about to put the cheese on, and we're going to just close it back up. It doesn't have to be on, you just close it back up because there's heat already in it. We'll put the cheese on and just put the cheese on and it will melt. So we've melted the cheese on now. Hey guys, welcome back. I have been to the grocery store. I just went to pick Isaiah up from band. They're having band camp. They had it all week last week and then all this week. So he's been doing that. Jalen's been working still from home, and my mister is at work. He's about to come home soon though, so I better hurry up so I can get dinner on. But anyway, I got some milk. I actually got 2 gallons. The other one's down there on the end of the island. I got some Oreos. These are Jalen's favorite, family size Oreos. She be like, get family size, because y'all know y'all be wanting some. So I get the family size. I got 1 stalk of green onion. It is so hot, y'all, out there. I just got in, so I'm so anyway, I got some mushrooms, some button mushrooms. I got 3 packs of pizza cheese. So I'm making pizza today. And I have turkey pepperoni and regular pepperoni. I got some Johnsonville, $4.49, y'all. These used to be like $2.99, and you still can get them on sale every now and then for a decent price. But $4.49, I better get back to Sam's and get the the big pack wholesale price. So I got some lettuce in the bag. I like getting the whole head of lettuce, but sometimes it's a chore chopping it up when you're in a hurry, so I just got the bag for now. Got some concentrate, orange juice concentrate from Frozen. Got some butter. Got 2 blue bonnets. Put this down here. I got some cilantro. Y'all know I love cilantro. I even put it on my pizza too. It is so good. Got some tomatoes. We do have tomatoes out in our garden. They haven't come up yet, so I am looking forward to that. I got some eggs, 18 count of eggs. I got some pizza crust. I should have got the same brand. This is Pillsbury, this is Kroger's, but I should have gotten both the same brand because one is 425 degrees and the other one is 400. But if I put it in between, it shouldn't be a big issue. So, and this is the first time I believe that I can remember that I'm using pizza crust. Got some bananas, some pizza sauce, and I put a little bit of sugar in my pizza sauce, y'all. To me, that makes it taste like it's from the restaurant. And then I got two loaves of bread. So I'm about to get to doing this pizza. And here are the pizzas. Let me start off with this one. This one is me and Isaiah's. I have spinach, pepperoni, bacon, mushrooms, onions, and I think that's all, and cheese. And then Isaiah has cheese, pepperoni, and bacon. Chris has turkey pepperoni, onions, mushrooms, spinach, and cheese. I think that's it. And then Jalen has cheese and turkey smoked sausage on hers. She doesn't like the pepperoni because pepperoni is too spicy for her. So she just does the turkey smoked sausage, and that's the way she likes it. Hey guys, it is Tuesday, or is it Wednesday? Lord Jesus, I know the date, definitely. I know that, I'm thinking it's Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. But I know definitely today is July the 28th because it is the day that my mother passed away 1 year ago today. I went to take her to the doctor. She did not want to go to the doctor. And she had no qualms about letting us know she did not want to go to the doctor. Because it was more heavier into COVID time, of course. And, you know, they would probably have kept her with what was going on. And she didn't want to be hooked up on anything and, you know, different things like that. But anyway, she had been, you know, declining somewhat as far as she wasn't feeling good. She was not feeling good. And I may go into it another day, another time. But bottom line, she did not want to go to the doctor that day. And so I went over that morning. Me and my sister didn't get an answer on the telephone. I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's just in the bathroom getting ready, praying that that's what it was, you know. And she had passed away, and I was by myself when I found her. So that, of course, was not a good day for several reasons. First of all, just that she passed, and then I was by myself. And but anyway, we have missed her. But you know how people, it's almost like a cliche. We know they're in the better place, know they're out of pain, and know blah blah blah. But really, I can honestly say that I am almost with 100% surety that she is in a better place. And you know, this is absent from the body. To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord, and I believe that. Whether it's just that, you know, your body is not caught up yet, or, you know, your spirit is with the Lord, whatever, I believe she is with the Lord. And anyway, I'm going into too much what I'm not supposed to be going into, but anyway, she passed a year ago today. So I'm on my way to the cemetery to put flowers down. I'm really not a big cemetery person. You know, I'm sorry, I take that back. I love the cemetery. I actually love the peacefulness of the cemetery and all of that. I don't go often. I don't go visit my father's grave. I've been to visit her grave a couple of times this year, but I'm not a cemetery person in the fact that I have to go like she's there waiting for me, or I'm visiting my mother, or anything like that. I know she is not there, and that is her body, that is her earthly house is there, but I know that she is in spirit not there. So but I do enjoy visiting cemeteries. I actually do. I love cemeteries. I love going to funerals. I know that sounds odd, but for a lot of people that are close to me know that about me. I love going to funerals because it ends up making me want to be a better person for the most part. And you know, usually you go into people's funerals that you know, and I know a lot of good people. A lot of the funerals that I attend for the most part are Christian funerals of good, great people. And when people get up to make those 2 minute remarks, that's supposed to be 2 minutes, but they're really like 7 minutes, and the preacher had to yank on their coat or whatever to have them sit down. But yeah, the things that people say that they've experienced with that person that nobody else knows about that person is just astounds me most of the time. Of things that they did, personal things that they may have done for them, how they've helped them, or been a shoulder to lean on, or done this for them, or has been this influence for them, or what kind of Christian they were, or, you know, upstanding person they were, or just, you know, whatever. Whether it's a friend that's up making remarks, a neighbor, a friend, a relative, spouse, child, whatever. It ends up, for the most part, almost every funeral, it makes me want to be a better person. So I just enjoy funerals, and I know that sounds crazy, but I do. I just love learning about people. You learn so much about people at funerals by the remarks of the people that are getting up talking. Anyway, on my way to the cemetery, and I'm gonna lay some flowers because I know, even though I'm not a cemetery person per se, as far as just going to visit and you know, talk, I know they ain't there and all that stuff. I hope this is not shaking too bad, y'all. And even though I'm not a person that just loves to go to talk to my parents and friends' graves and all that stuff, just because I know that they're not there, like I said, I know it's just the shell of their body is there. My mother was a cemetery person. My mother would go and lay flowers at her friend's grave, my father's graves, and made sure, you know, on Father's Day and his birthday and different things like that, that she went to the cemetery. And which is fine, but I know she probably thought we was just whatever, because we didn't go a lot to the cemetery after my father passed. I just didn't feel that connection. So I love going to the grave sites sometimes and stuff, but as far as just that connection, like I'm just, you know, I mean, I have, you know, since she passed, I have went and talked and, you know, different things like that. But I mean, for the most part, I know she's not there. But it's a symbolism. It's somewhat of a symbolism type thing. So, but I am happy to go because I know she would love to get these flowers. You know, would love to know that we are paying homage or, you know, reverencing her or whatever. She just was that type of person. She would do that for other people, and I know she would love it if, you know, she knew we were doing the same thing for her. So that is what I'm going to do. And sometimes when I go to the cemetery, if I'm not, you know, if I got a little time, I do go. I love looking at headstones at the cemetery. That's one of my favorite things to do. Look at the headstones. Kind of makes you wonder about the person and all that. You see the year that they were born and the year that they died, and sometimes they're buried around their family. Sometimes there's pictures etched in the headstones and stuff like that. And it's just interesting. It's just, I don't know, just something peaceful about a cemetery and stuff too. So anyway, other than that, my time is, I won't say winding down. I thought my time was winding down, but it's like really not. As far as being busy, y'all, the house is all together, all the rooms are together and everything, but we have 2 rooms that we had transferred all the stuff. You know, when we were doing the rooms, we put all the stuff, like when we had to paint, before we painted and all that, we had to empty all the rooms, of course, right? So we put all the stuff into the basement and into the back room, which is the pool table room. My husband's basically his man cave, where a pool table room is, and TV and stuff like that. So we have to now go through all of that stuff that we're not putting back into the rooms. We have to go through that stuff, either give it away, or rather throw it away, or give it away to Goodwill, or find somewhere in the house to put it. I'm not putting stuff back in the rooms. I'm like, it's done. I'm not junking up these rooms that we just have had redone. And some of it's junk, some of it's not, and you just have to find. I hate having to find places for things to go. I just so I have to do that, and I want to get it done right away because these other 2 rooms we could be using as well. This car needs to get over. You are too close. A truck just got over in front of me. Okay, anyway, we have to go through those 2 rooms and clear those rooms out and get them all clean and nice like the rest of the house. And meanwhile, I feel like during COVID, and even though we're kind of still in the, I won't say in the thick, we kind of are in the thick of it because we have this new strand out and we're going back to wearing masks and all that stuff. During COVID, I kind of got used to being in the house, you know, especially in the beginning when like everybody was kind of on shutdown and stuff. And I wasn't wearing like some of my nicer clothes. I got used to wearing my house clothes and things. And it's like I'm kind of in a slump with my attire. We still don't go just a whole bunch of places, I don't think. I know y'all see it's coming and going here and there, but as far as like we don't come and go like we used to, of course. And I just kind of have gotten in a slump with my clothing attire, and I want a new look, a fresher look, and stuff like that. But it's hard when you still have a lot to do a lot of self-care, because like my nails, y'all, I have the hardest time here lately finding time to do my nails, and I hate that. I used to have my nails done all the time, and I had to cut my nails too because I broke one and I just cut them. But anyway, they're not done, and I don't like being undone, especially going out and stuff. I don't like that. So anyway, do you all feel the same way? Is it hard nowadays to find time for self-care, or are you all getting it in? Meaning just even some woosah time, just time to just, and just taking care of yourself, manicuring yourself, keeping your hair done pretty, doing your nails, and things like that. I know some people can do it more so than others depending on your time. And y'all, even though my kids are not small, they still take a good amount of your time. And especially going to baseball games and stuff, you know, with Isaiah, all of my kids were in sports. We were always just going here and there, to and fro. And I mean, just spur of the moment stuff too. And also someone that we know is kind of at the end of life right now. Me and my husband are going over today after he gets off of work to visit with them, because they don't think it's going to be long until, you know, that person passes. So we definitely want to see that person before. So yeah, I mean, and just I can't even tell you. I cannot even tell you. Some people get angry at people. I know this one person. I won't name no names. I don't even think they watch, but you never know who watches. That's why I'm not gonna say no names. They get angry, and they probably think this about me, but I know definitely they think this about another person. They don't call people, or they get upset with people when that person cannot call or reach out to them, or has not been reaching out to them. And I'm just like, and this is an older person. They're upset at someone because that person has not been calling them. And that makes me so upset. I'm not upset at that person now, but I'm just thinking they probably think that it's the same thing about me because I haven't called them or anything like that. But I'm thinking, if you all are grown, if a person is grown and you've had life experiences, period, you've been a wife, mother, grandma, an employee, church member, whatever, you know that there are times in other people's lives, and you've had it in your lives, that people are busy. People are busy, and not that they don't want to talk to you, but just that they can't. There's a priority in life. People have priorities, and sometimes, not that they don't want you to be one of their priorities, it's just that you're not at that time. There's some people that I'm not their priority, and I'm not angry at them, whether it be family or friend. It's like, okay, if you work, or if you own a business, first of all, if you're married, you have a spouse, you have children, you have them as your priority. You have just things that are going on in life. Some people are just busier than others. There are sometimes people that they can sit around and you be like, oh, what you doing or whatever. They be like, watching TV. Well, I ain't watched the show. I ain't watched the series. I watched the show, I won't lie. I have watched a couple shows, but it's very far and few of times in between that I am sitting down watching a television show. I have one show I definitely watch every week, and then I'm trying to get 2 more on my schedule. But other than that, I don't, me and my husband just watched a movie the other day, and I couldn't tell you when the last time before that I watched the movie. And then everybody talking about, oh, I watched a series, and oh, I'm binge watching this, and oh, did you see that? I didn't, and I don't blame nobody else if they did. But don't be angry with me if I can't go here, or I can't call, or do this or do that, because I'm having a busy season in my life. I have a busy life, and I don't even brag about that, because I don't wear it as a badge of honor. I don't. I hate being busy. I want more leisure time, but I don't have it right now. So for somebody to be angry because you're busy, and to say, oh, well, we're not good enough friends, or good, this and that, you can't call me, you can't pick up the phone. I can't. And like I said, I'm not talking about me, this personal instance. I just overheard this person that I know talking about one of their friends. They're angry at them because they don't have the time to call them at the time, or haven't called them, or haven't reached out to them in a while. I'm like, you never know what another person has going on in their life. Never. And just because you're not busy, or might not have ever, this bumpy lane, may not have ever been that busy, doesn't mean that person doesn't care about you. They're probably fretting a little, not fretting, but like, oh man, I can't call such and such and so and so. I can't, because believe it or not, sometimes some people are just that busy where they just can't get nothing else in. And unfortunately, that has been my life. I can do calls sometimes here and there. I can spend time with people here and there, which I love to do in person. I'm not a big phone person. There's like a few people that I can talk on the phone with. Other than that, I'm not. It doesn't mean I don't like you or whatever. Maybe the seasons of our life are kind of different, and there might be one person that I have a whole bunch of stuff in common with right now. We might be going through the same things, and I'm an outlet for them, they're an outlet for me, and we can talk. And then there's some people that I love dearly and stuff that our seasons in life are different. They may be at a calm place and don't have too much going on, and I might be at this spot and I got a whole bunch going on, and we may get on the phone and I'm like trying to find stuff to say, So I don't know, it's just, these cars and stuff are too close. So yeah, that bothers me. Do y'all have people in your life like that? They get mad if you don't call them, and stuff like that. And I can see if you go for 3 years, all that. But if it's been, I don't know. I don't like when people do that. Put demands on your time, or can't see why you can't do something. Like, find something constructive to do and sit down somewhere. Anywho. Also, y'all, I am looking for a doctor. And again, because the doctor that I did find, if it was last year or year before, I was looking, and I went to this one girl, but she's too young. She is just out of school. And I know they say sometimes that a younger doctor, they're more innovative and they know new techniques and different things like that, which is fine and good. I much more look for the experience of doctors that could say, you know, well, I've had a patient, you know, with this before, or I've experienced this before. You may have this, or, you know, blah, blah, blah. Or we can do this for you. Or I've tried this, and, you know. So I'm more so on that end of the spectrum. I like middle age, because I'm looking for a doctor for me and Jalen. And I would prefer a woman doctor as my primary care doctor, but I could also take a man if he comes highly recommended, because I've had men doctors before. My gynecologist was a man, and I have a new one who is a man too. He's older. Both of them are about the same age. They're older. One retired, and I went to the one that he knew. He knows this one man, and anyway, I went to him, and he's older. He's about to retire, but that's just what I prefer. I prefer people that are fairly older. So I am here at the cemetery. I remember when we came to bury her, we used the main gate when we came in the hearse and the family car and everything. But this is the gate we always come into, the family always comes into, because they're buried on this side. We know where they're buried, so we just go straight there, of course. But coming through the main gate, this was the biggest cemetery in the United States for the longest. I don't know if it still is or not, but it is just beautiful. And coming in the main gate is just gorgeous. Okay, and so also at this time of year, you can just have fresh flowers, no fake flowers. Which, you know, I think is better in the winter time, of course. I hate to buy, my mother would always take fake flowers to the graveyards because she wanted them to stay. She bought them and she wanted them to stay. And even though I know how to get there, it's like sometimes it's like, am I going the right way? But I believe I am. I better not be speeding through the cemetery. So, but anyway, she would bring pretty flowers, but they would be fake flowers. And I hate the idea of bringing fresh flowers, because they're gonna die, because they're not sitting in water. So, anyway, I'm getting close. I am excited. I do like to come, but I'm just, like I said, I'm just not one that's like, you know, I'm going to visit mama, because mama ain't there. But they have a new section over here. They just started burying people in. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. See, fresh flowers only, April through October. Okay. All right, where I am here. Wait a minute. Where they put Mama Neil? Hold the phone. I done lost my mama and daddy. Okay. I think I went past the grave. That headstone looks new. But anyway, I am here. And y'all, these Meekins ain't gonna worry me. I say it every time. But I sure do hate that we couldn't get a big stone from my parents. They over here. So my parents have a footstone behind this big stone. My mother wanted a footstone. I don't think she envisioned that a big stone could be put in front of hers. But anyway, their grave, unfortunately, you cannot get a headstone in this. And I don't know why, but Yeah. Anyway, we can't get a big headstone. So, by the way, the grave is positioned. Daddy's over there. Mama's over there. So their feet should be right there and their heads right here. I had a good visit at the graveside, but now it's time to get on home. Time to make dinner and feed the family. It was so good. Y'all be blessed. Share the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Love you. Bye.